Hello, this is John. So, yes, I'm having to use my phone instead of my laptop. Nothing seems to work with my laptop. So, yep, my desktop computer works. And I have it plugged into the TV in the hotel room, so bear with me if it's hard to read. This is the project, and here's my form. I'll go into calculate. I just had to round the numbers. There wasn't much to it, so we'll just see if it works. So length 12, and then width 12, which should be 48 for perimeter, 144 for area, and just to make sure decimals work. And 2 decimal points. Let me see if I can get closer. Yep. So this is just proof that it works, and I'll go on to the next video. Oh, I forgot about one thing. Let me go ahead and check that real quick to make sure the exit button is just me.close. Exit. Awesome. Alright, now I'm going to go on to the exercise videos. So we'll go into exercise 3-1 where we just add the me.close for exit button, and the calculate button will actually calculate. So this is this one. Sorry if it's pretty hard to read. See if I can focus. Nope. Maybe. There we are. Subtotal. Let's see. Calculate. So we just threw in all the else if or if else statements. And then, which most of these were really easy. The stuff is in the book, so I just went with the format they used. Determine if greater than 500 discount percent 0.2. So this should enable the calculate button. Oh, that's hard. There we go. So subtotal, say 13, calculate 0%, so 100, and 10% discount, which is what we have set over here, 250, should be, yep, 15% discount. 2 decimal points. And then, oh, I lost it. There it is. 500. 20%, which is accurate. And then the exit button works as advertised. The next portion was just project semantics changed to strict. So this is exercise 4-1, and on this, the only thing on the grading rubric is the changing of semantics to strict, which is pretty easy if you just go to properties. Well, she'll go there. And, yep, that did not work as advertised. One moment while I try and figure this out. Alright, I don't know why it worked that time, so, but it did when I clicked on it, so. Anyway, this the easiest way to get to it is just go to the properties menu on the right, and then change option strict to on, and then it is now strict. And then when you go to strict, the normal decimal, changing things to decimal didn't work. So you had to use CDEC. And then after that, it tells you to experiment and try to use the parse method to allow the conversion to decimal, which it works. So you just really easy code to throw in, and then on this one, just throw a D at the end, which that was easy. And then afterwards, you have to change the format currency to use a two-string method, which just these two items here, and they are two-string now. And then make sure it still works. Subtotal, let's do 12.25. Calculate. So everything still works. 9,000. And then, yep, so everything works. And we'll go on to the next video. So this is the enhanced invoice total. And on it, grading criteria is pretty easy. Text is 1 point, align. So all these are really easy. And then, so we had to add all of our module level variables, and then just added some things for the basically just math. And then we also added a clear totals button, which took me a minute to figure out. Originally, I forgot to clear the current min, max, and midpoint, so that threw me for a loop. I thought if everything else was cleared, then it was good, but it was holding on to those values, and I almost submitted without fixing that, but I caught it last minute trying to do the video. And then, yeah, so let's see if it works. Start. So here's our enhanced application, and then I just have everything lined up towards the top, and then, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to be any different than that, but this is what I got. So calculate. So there's the first invoice, $93. Second invoice, we'll just go 2,000, which 2,000 is the highest, which ends up being 1,500. The smallest stays at 93, so just keep going, make sure it works. So clear it. This is where I had the issue before. I would type in a number and then it was no longer the lowest. It was like saving the previous numbers. Oh, I messed up somewhere. Alright, well, let me fix that real quick. Alright, that was a huge mistake. So when I clicked reset, it was resetting it back to 0, and so I had to change that to just a random value higher than what you would normally put in. So up at the top I had it declared, and I thought that at this point it was good, but after you reset totals, and with me throwing it to 0, yeah, so every time after you hit clear total, your minimum was now 0. So which I still have to have it in the clear button area to reset it. Otherwise, it'll hold that minimum. So anyway, so it works.